Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a Thanksgiving glam makeup look using Clean Beauty from Sephora. If you're new here, I'd love it if you would go ahead and subscribe, but let's just go ahead and get right to this. So first off, I'm starting with the Ilia Trueskin Radiant Priming Serum, and I'm just of course using this for a primer to prep the skin. It gives a little bit of a tacky finish, which is great for making makeup last. Then I am going to go in with the Ilia Trueskin Serum Foundation. I have this in the shade Tabarua SF2. And I'm just going to take about 2 pumps because I want to try to get some more coverage. So I'm going to kind of build it up after one layer. And I'm just using the yellow beauty blender to blend this in. Next, I just want to moisturize my lips. I'm using the Kosas Sport Hyaluronic Lip Balm in the shade Baseline, which is just a clear shade. Then I'm taking the Kosas Revealer Concealer. I have this in the tone 3.5, and I'm going to use this under my eyes. And then I'm also going to apply some on my eyelids just to kind of create an even base for eyeshadow. Then again, I'm just blending that in with the Beauty Blender. Next, I'm taking the Ilia Trueskin Serum Concealer in the shade Yucca, and I'm just using this to spot conceal any areas where I want just a little bit more coverage. I find that this one works pretty well for spot concealing. Now, obviously, you see I do have a lot of texture. It's hard to cover up the texture, unfortunately. Then to set the face, I'm using the RMS Un powder. This is such a finely milled powder. I really feel like it helps to kind of like almost blur the look on the skin, and it just does a really good job at absorbing oil and just setting makeup as well. And I'm just taking that same setting powder and applying it under the eyes as well. I'm taking the Ilia, the Necessary palette in the warm nude version, just taking this orange shade to kind of create that transition shade. So I'm applying this to the crease, and that's just going to be the start of this eyeshadow look. And I'm going for a like orangey, bronzy type of look for Thanksgiving. And then I'm going in with the Lawless, the little one eyeshadow palette, taking that deeper orange shade, and I'm just going to apply this to the outer portion of the eyelid and then also to the inner portion of the eyelid. So I'm just going to kind of keep a little gap in the very middle and just kind of build up that orange shade on the inner and outer corners of the eyelids. And then I'm going in with that same orange shade, and I'm just going to apply this to the lower lash line, just kind of smoking it out, not being super precise with it, but just kind of smoking out that color. Next, I'm going in with this bronzy champagne shade in the Lawless, the little one eyeshadow palette, and I'm just placing this in the center of the eyelids. Then I'm going back into that orange shade and just deepening up those areas where I originally put that eyeshadow. Then I'm just going in with a clean crease brush and I'm just making sure that everything is blended out nicely and that there aren't any harsh lines. Then I'm going in with the Kosas 10-second eyeshadow in the shade Globe. Y'all probably know that I love this, and I'm just going to place this on top of the other eyeshadow, just right in the middle, and just dabbing that in for a little bit of extra bronze and like a champagne kind of look. So gorgeous, love this, think this works so great for Thanksgiving. Then I'm taking the Benefit Cosmetics Precisely My Brow pencil, and I know that this isn't a clean product, but it is available at Sephora, so I'm just using this one to fill in my brows a little bit. And then I'm also going to use the Ilia. This is their brow gel, and this is in the shade Blonde, and I'm just applying that on top just to add a little bit more color. Then I'm taking the Ilia Nightlight Bronzing Powder. I have this in the shade Drawn In, just using this to bronze up the face, give it some color. Also going to add a little bit to the nose, and then also to the jawline and a little bit on the neck as well. Then I'm taking the Kosas blush in the shade Papaya 1972. This is one of their powder blushes, and this is so gorgeous. I feel like this works so well for this Thanksgiving look. It has a little bit of like that peachy look. And then I'm going in with the Antonym Highlighting Blush, and I'm just going to kind of use this as like a blush topper just to give a little bit of a radiance. Next, I'm taking the Ilia Liquid Light Highlighter in the shade Nova, and I'm just applying this a little bit on the nose, and then of course where you would normally apply highlighter, so to the tops of the cheekbones. And then I'm also taking the Milk Makeup Flex Highlighter in the shade Ice, and I'm just applying that on top of the Ilia highlighter, just for a little bit of extra glow, because we really want this to be a glam Thanksgiving makeup look. And then also applying this to the brow bone, and then also the inner corners of the eyes. Then I'm taking the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. You guys probably know that I love this mascara, so of course just applying this to the lashes. It does a really nice job at lengthening the lashes. This is one mascara that my eyelashes seem to hold a curl better with. Now for the lips, I'm taking the Ilia Tinted Lip Conditioner in the shade Oh Baby, which is a really pretty like warm nude shade. So I'm just applying that to the lips. Then I'm going in with the Tower 28 Beauty. This is their Shine On Lip Jelly in the shade Fire. This is such a pretty like orangey shade, but it's very like, it's a pretty translucent gloss. Alright, so this is the completed look. I think it came out really well, and paired with this sweater, I just think it's a really good for a Thanksgiving look. Kind of bronzy, has a little bit of orange going on. And if you guys are curious, I actually did a Shein try-on haul, and that is where I got the sweater from. If you guys are curious, you can check that out. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all for my next video. Bye guys.